Valley Talk on News Talk 1580 KGAL.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Real Estate Talk. Sorry about that. I was distracted there for a second. It is a beautiful Thursday morning. This is 1580 KGAL. We're broadcasting live from the Albany studios of KGAL K-Show Radio at Silver Falls Dermatology, the old library building here in Albany. It is the first show of October. And you know, the weather, absolutely stunningly gorgeous. It reminds me very much of the first year that my family and I lived in Oregon. We moved here in 2001. We'd been stationed in Hawaii before that, and we arrived here in August 2001. We moved into our house in September, and by October, the weather was just like this. And I was absolutely convinced that all these people in Oregon who talked about how terrible the winters were, how rainy and gray and bleak it was, were a bunch of liars. I thought it was that whole Greenland debate where, you know, it's actually Iceland is green and lush and Greenland is icy. It was whole trying to keep people from getting in on the secret. Well, then it started raining later in October, and I realized that, I guess they were telling the truth. But the weather is just like that right now. It's absolutely beautiful. So for all of you who are affected by the weather, I totally encourage you to enjoy this while it lasts. So again, welcome to Real Estate Talk. I have a special guest today in the studio with me. Is Kathy Hutchinson. Kathy is on the board of directors. She's the chairman of the board of directors for Furniture Share. So she is going to share with us about the Furniture Share program, what they do, who they serve, and how you can get help, as well as how you can help. And that'll be coming up in the next segment. But first, today's Real Estate Showcase. I have a couple of homes in the showcase today I want to talk to you about. Some of them have just had major price reductions. So if you're a first-time buyer, if you're looking for a rare 4-bedroom home in a first-time buyer type of price range, this is it. 3613 Marion Street Southeast in Albany. 4 bedrooms, single story. It's a very nicely updated and upgraded home. It's perfect for you if you need that extra bedroom or office. Has an open living and dining area with light and bright updates. It's on a corner lot with nice side yards. There's a play structure in the backyard that could stay. It's a low-traffic street. It's an established neighborhood. The home is just under 1,300 square feet, and it is priced now after a $5,000 price drop at $160,000. And at this price, the seller has agreed to pay up to $5,000 in buyer closing costs. So with today's interest rates, first-time home buyers looking for that 4-bedroom home, I'm encouraging you, take advantage of this great deal. MLS 655959. My second showcase home is located in Lebanon at 640 Hyatt Street. This is an absolutely charming 2-bedroom, 1-bath home located on a fabulous 0.17-acre home site. There is plenty of room beside the house for an RV or a boat or a trailer. In the backyard, there's an awesome shop that has 110 volts power. There's a fire pit. It's a covered patio, tons of storage, really a nice outdoor living space. You could really take advantage of this October weather if you were there right now. The house itself is immaculate. Beautiful hardwood floors, plenty of built-ins for extra storage. The kitchen is open and bright with large windows and counter space galore. Now, it is a smaller home, but it lives so much larger. You really need to see this one to appreciate just how nice it is. Listed at $117,000, the MLS for additional information is 656940, and that's 640 Hyatt Street in Lebanon. My final showcase listing today is located at 35588 Oak View Drive in Brownsville. This beautifully maintained 2,800 square foot home has wonderful countryside views, 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. The large master bedroom on the main floor includes a walk-in closet. The master bath has heated tile floors, double sinks, a jacuzzi tub, and a walk-in shower. There's a large kitchen that's very open, and it includes custom oak cabinetry, a large island, and just tons of space. Now, there are also 2 more bedrooms on the second floor, and that includes a large bonus room with a sliding door leading to the back deck. If you're a horse lover, there's a 40 by 40 5-stall metal horse barn, and most of the 4.99 acres are fenced with steel posts, rails, and cables. Now, I want you to come on Sunday. Join Foundation team member Bill Roshko this Sunday from 1 to 3 for an open house at this unique property. And again, the address is 35588 Oak View Drive in Brownsville, Sunday from 1 to 3. And that's the Real Estate Showcase for this 4th day of October, 2012. If you want more information on any of our homes, send us an email, realestatetalk@kgal.com. We'll get that information for you. Remember here, the Foundation team, we do not do dual agency ever. So we only represent one client in any real estate transaction. That's our commitment to you. But if you want information, or if you want your agent to get more information, again, you can get that directly at realestatetalk@kgal.com. Or you can go to the Facebook fan page. That's simply facebook.com/Real Estate Talk on KGAL. I love when you participate in Real Estate Talk, so get your questions on the air. So, if you're not currently working with a real estate professional and you would like a market analysis done on a property, and I say this every week, whether you're looking to sell or you're looking to buy, getting a market analysis done is really so important for you understanding the market and being able to make good decisions. So if you want that market analysis done at absolutely no obligation, send the address here to realestatetalk@kgal.com, and I will provide that information to you free of charge, no obligation. Now, certainly I'd like to be on your team, and if you want an agent that's 100% on your side, that's my commitment to you. I work with only one client in any real estate transaction. So give me a call, send me an email today. Finally, Willamette Neighborhood Housing Services offers an absolutely tremendous first-time homebuyer education class. If you are starting the home buying process, it is absolutely worth it for you to start that process there. You will get educated. You'll be a powerful buyer in today's market. It may help you qualify for some additional financing programs, for some down payment assistance programs, and it's also a wonderful resource just throughout your home ownership life. Now, for you, my faithful radio listeners, if you're not currently working with another real estate agent and you want to take this class, email me here at Real Estate Talk. Let me know the dates you've signed up for. Attend the class, and I will pay the tuition for you. Also, just as a heads up, coming up, I believe the 18th of this month, I have Holly Needham from Willamette Neighborhood Housing Services and John Polanski from the Community Services Consortium here in Albany are going to be joining me on the 18th of October, and we're going to be talking about foreclosure prevention, some of the programs that are available right now, the Oregon Home Stabilization Initiative, the bailout dollars that are in place, and how you can take advantage of that. So listen for that October 18th. And again, that is also partly being provided in Benton County through Willamette Neighborhood Housing Services. Okay, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Kathy Hutchinson, everything you wanted to know about furniture share. I'm Dave Pautsch of RE/MAX Integrity. This is Real Estate Talk on KGAL.
Is the boing into your seat, sending you through the roof? Then see the ASC certified technicians at Kingsbury Automotive. You'll get peace of mind and competitive pricing with every expert repair. In Lebanon, call 541-258-2240 for Kingsbury Automotive.
Everything for your car and truck. Expert repairs you can trust. Expert repairs you can trust.
258-2240 for Kingsbury Automotive.
Now's your chance to get in on all the hair-raising, action-packed princess fun. Disney on Ice presents Dare to Dream. Watch as Rapunzel lets down her golden hair to tangle with the dashing Flynn Rider and the hilarious Maximus. Go on a mystical adventure through the bayous of Louisiana as Tiana kisses the frog prince Naveen and gets royally jazzed. And become enchanted with Cinderella as she makes her dreams come true. Together for the first time ever, all the Disney princesses you love in a spectacular ice show. Bring your royal family to the ultimate princess event of a lifetime in your hometown. Disney on Ice presents Dare to Dream.
The magic begins at $17 per ticket. Additional fees may apply. See roseporter.com for details. Experience a spectacular Disney adventure at Disney on Ice presents Dare to Dream. Coming to the Rose Garden October 25th through 28th.
Lapdogs, yes men. Congress is full of people who blindly follow the party line and cave easily to special interests. You'd never confuse Peter DeFazio for one of those guys. Peter DeFazio has never been afraid to go against the flow or make some waves when he believes in something. That's why Peter stood up to leaders in both parties, leading the fight against the $700 billion Wall Street bailout. But this is nothing new. Peter has been fighting to crack down on Wall Street's reckless behavior for years. Peter supported the Wall Street Reform Act, but he's pushed for even stronger protections to safeguard the American people from ever bailing out Wall Street again. And to lower gas prices, Peter has fought big oil and gas speculators who care more about profits than people. Whether it's standing up to powerful Wall Street banks or greedy big oil executives, Peter DeFazio will take on anyone who threatens Oregon families.
I'm Peter DeFazio, candidate for Congress, and I approve this message.
Paid for by DeFazio for Congress.
This is Shelley Garrett, and Ryan Murphy and I are going to be headed to the courthouse steps in Albany this Saturday at 7:30 a.m. for the Seroptimus International Run for a Life, Walk for a Cause live remote broadcast. Please join us from 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. on the air, or better than that, come join us in person as we walk the streets of Albany. The walk begins at 9:15, so come and join us before. This is Shelley Garrett and Ryan the Lion, and we'll be on live at 9:20 a.m. K-Show.
If it happens overnight, Eric and Gary have it live during Red Eye Radio on Smart Talk 1580 KGAL.
Welcome back to Real Estate Talk. I'm Dave Pautsch of RE/MAX Integrity. Real Estate Talk is your only resource on local radio for real estate information right here in the Mid-Willamette Valley. We're always here on Saturdays, but twice a month, the first and third Thursdays, we get to spend some time right here in the Valley Talk time slot. If you've missed a show, if you're looking for information about real estate market trends, go to the website, www.kgal.com, and click on the link for Real Estate Talk. You'll find market statistics going back all the way to January 2007, and Adam is doing a great job keeping those up to date for us. So again, Adam, thank you so much. You can also check out the Real Estate Talk fan page on Facebook, and that's really where I encourage you to go. A great place to participate in community discussions on real estate, get the statistics, ask questions that we can answer on the air. And again, that's simply facebook.com/Real Estate Talk on KGAL. Or you can just put Real Estate Talk in that little search box. I bet you find us. So my guest today is Kathy Hutchinson. So Kathy, good morning and welcome to Real Estate Talk.
Good morning, Dave, and thanks so much for highlighting Furniture Share today.
Absolutely a pleasure. Again, I've heard the presentation that Michelle does at the Greater Albany Rotary Club, and I think she also was at our RE/MAX business meeting some time ago. And I saw something online that she had posted, and it just encouraged me to go, let's see if I can get somebody from Furniture Share on to talk about the really exceptional program that you have.
Thank you for having us. This really is an exceptional program. Our mission is to we serve Lynn and Benton counties, and our mission is to provide good quality, gently used furniture and household supplies to low-income families. It does a couple things. One is it provides families with some much-needed items that they don't have the money for. The other thing is we divert tons and tons of furniture and household supplies from the landfill every year. And I'll talk a little bit about that, how much, and give you some visuals on that a little bit later. We started in 1998, and as you may or may not know, Dave, it was started by Ginger Gavea, who's actually a real estate broker in Benton County. She has since moved away. But she saw her clients just giving away and donating so much old furniture when they were moving, and it was oftentimes going into the landfills. So she saw a need in the community and acted on it and started a nonprofit here.
It's very impressive. I love when people actually see a need and step up to find ways to fill it.
It's really great. It started in Benton County in '98, and now in 2007, we began serving Lynn County also. And so in the last 5 years, we have increased our services 600%. We've gone from serving 570 people a year to 4,500 people last year.
Wow. That's an impressive number.
I think so.
How big is your staff?
Well, our staff we have one full-time person and one part-time delivery driver and one part-time office person. We are very short-staffed. We did lose one staffing position over the last year. The economy has affected us.
Now, do you have other volunteers that help out, obviously?
We couldn't do what we do without our volunteers. We have hundreds of them from the community, everything from our board members that step up to people who work on just a special event here and there. We have people that will come in and work on just, if our delivery driver, say, is sick, we've got volunteers that will come in and do that.
So this is totally a nonprofit organization?
Absolutely nonprofit.
So, again, go back and kind of tell us a little bit more about the services you provide.
So we're more than what you would think of as just a social service agency. We provide social services for needy families, and I'll give you some more details about that part of our program. We also are an environmental program. We divert items from the landfill, and that makes an impact on our environment locally and makes a smaller carbon footprint for all of us. And I'll go into some more details about that. Another thing that I think gets overlooked that Furniture Share does is our job training, which contributes to economic development. And I've got some more details about that coming up too. If you don't mind, I'll start off talking about the social service aspect.
Go ahead. Sounds great.
Okay, so our social service program is where we provide the furniture and household goods to our clients in the community, and we do that through a couple different programs. One is called Beds for Kids. Beds for Kids is a program where we can provide a bed, a mattress, a bed, sheets, blankets, and a pillow to a child. And if you want to sponsor, say, a bed for a kid, it only costs you $40 because of our partnerships that we have. And we deliver that to the family and set it up. And children who have a bed are statistically healthier than children who have to sleep on the floor. And as silly as that sounds, there are a lot of kids in both of our communities that sleep on the floor. A good night's sleep decreases health issues like colds and asthma. It can also be a step towards improvement in school performance. So it's really important to do that. Last year, just during the holiday season, 505 beds to children.
You know, it's amazing to me, and I apologize for interrupting, but it's amazing to me because you just so much take for granted that the kid has a bed, or the kids in our community. It doesn't even cross my mind that there are lots of children out there that don't have beds.
It's true, and it's really sad in our community because while many of us are struggling or clipping coupons or things like that, we at least have a bed and a dining room table, and we do take it for granted. So any little bit helps, and we try to use our funds as effectively as possible so that the proceeds go to the clients.
So Bed for Kids, you could sponsor, again, this is one of the ways people could help. Mm-hmm. If you wanted to sponsor, it's $40 for one bed?
$40. And
that's not $40 a year or $40 a month. That's just $40.
$40. And we've had, as we're getting closer, I hate to say it, we're getting closer to the holidays, but we have businesses who will actually put trees in their offices and let people pull a card out and donate $40 for a bed, much like a giving tree for toys and things like that. And that's also something we participate when we know that a family has a need. We'll stick that need on a tree in addition to our Beds for Kids information.
And what's the gap right now, would you say, here in Lynn and Benton County? How many beds do you need?
Well, we always run out of beds. And our waiting list at this point is about 3 weeks out. So if somebody were to call us or be referred to us today, you're likely to wait 3 to 4 weeks to be able to get a bed.
Wow.
So it's kind of tough. It's a little scary to think of that, but it's, we have kids sleeping on the floor, and we try to stop that, but it is a bit of a wait. Another program that we do, we really love, it's called Feeding Our Future. Another aspect of making a house a home, if you will, is that a lot of these families, in addition, they don't have beds or couches, they don't have dining room tables. And what's interesting research, and maybe many people are aware of, but children who do well in school and on achievement tests generally eat meals with their family. And that's a study out of the University of Illinois. And then the Harvard Graduate School of Education says that young children who participate in family meals have increased vocabulary and reading skills. It's just because you talk around the dinner table, and so many families don't have just the basic table, someplace to eat around and congregate, and so we help provide those too. And that also is a big project that we have. Columbia University says that teenagers that eat dinner with their parents 6 or 7 times a week are less likely to get involved in drugs and alcohol. And we all know that even when you're a really great parent and think you're doing everything right, our kids can kind of struggle and get into trouble. But that dinner time with them is really important. So what we do when we provide a dining table set for a family, we also provide them with maybe some activities that they can do as a family. And then we provide a menu, a list of inexpensive items that people can cook for not a lot of money that makes it more of a meal. And I think that that's a benefit to a lot of our families. They're just struggling to survive, so thinking about cooking something, and making a meal is pretty tough.
Oh, I'm absolutely stunned listening to some of this because, again, it's a lot of stuff that may not have crossed my mind that it's actually going on at that level.
It is, and it's sad. And as I joined the board of Furniture Share because I thought it was a very good organization, and it was at a point where it needed to grow more, and I thought I could help contribute to that. As I've learned more about Furniture Share, and more importantly about the families that are served by Furniture Share, it's been really humbling. There have been times when I've gotten to see a client pick up some furniture or go on a delivery, and there's nothing quite like you kind of get a chill when there's this little kid jumping up and down because they have a bed to sleep on.
No more monkeys jumping on the bed.
We want them to.
Now I have to ask, and we're coming up on a break, but I have to ask, I'm familiar again with Willamette Neighborhood Housing Services and the Community Services Consortium, which operates in both Lynn and Benton counties. Is Furniture Share tied in at all with some of those other community services organizations at all? Is there any linkage? Do you work cooperatively with them?
Absolutely. They're some of our best referral sources. We take referrals from other nonprofits who are serving low-income families. We also take referrals from state DHS or the low-income programs. So yes, we do. We've helped Habitat for Humanity families, Willamette Neighborhood Housing families. CSC refers to us actively. A lot of organizations do.
Because I know they also have a program, Gleaners.
Yes.
You're talking about preparing meals and low-cost foods. Right. I know Gleaners is a great program as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to get somebody from that organization on here too, because I really like that program.
I can help you
I think similar to what you do is they're taking and resourcing things that would otherwise go to waste potentially.
Yeah.
So I really like that idea. So we do need to take a break, and when we come back, I really want to get into more. I know there's some fundraising things that you're looking to do, and I know we want to talk about some of the reuse and re-resourcing of things, and I really want to get into how either people can take advantage of your services or how they can help. And I think there are a lot of people out there who are listening to this show who are going, this sounds like something I would like to help with. So we'll give you that opportunity. We're going to take a break. This is Real Estate Talk on KGAL.
The Osgood File, sponsored in part by Stamps.com. Save time, trouble, and money. Buy and print official U.S. postage with your own computer and printer. In a moment, a special offer just for you. This is Charles Osgood on the CBS Radio Network. What if you could design something in 2 dimensions, draw it on a sheet of plastic, say, and then zap it with intense light, and it would be transformed into a 3-dimensional object? Engineers at North Carolina State University have done it.
We trick the material into folding into basically more or less any shape that we want by patterning lines, and those lines become hinges. And the way that they work is they absorb light and get hot, so that when you hit them with light, not only do they fold, but perhaps they change color, or perhaps they become stronger, they become softer.
The transformations of Professor Michael Dickey and his colleague, Professor Jan Genzer, let there be light after this. Let's say you run a business, or you work from home, or you sell items online, and you don't have time to keep running to the post office. Just do what I do. Use Stamps.com instead. You'll never have to go to the post office again, no matter what you're sending. With Stamps.com, you can buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter or package using your own computer and printer. There's no guesswork. Stamps.com will give you a free digital scale that calculates the exact postage you need. We love Stamps.com. I've used it in my office for years now. Saves me so much time and hassle. And I'm not alone. Stamps.com users have sent 2 billion letters and packages. Right now, Stamps.com has a special offer for you Osgood File listeners. It's a no-risk trial, plus a $110 bonus that includes that digital scale and up to $55 in free postage. So don't wait. Go to Stamps.com, and before you do anything else, click on the radio microphone at the top of the home page and type in Osgood, O-S-G-O-O-D. That's Stamps.com and enter Osgood. The ability to pre-program flat objects to take three-dimensional forms has all sorts of possible applications, says Professor Jan Genzer.
One possible field being in devices that the final deployment would require some sort of open structure, but before you deploy it or while you deploy it, you want to have it as compact as possible. In the case of implants, in the case of satellites or other types of structures like that.
It's a 21st century form of origami. Think greeting cards, says Professor Michael Dickey.
Imagine a greeting card that has a little insert that comes along with it. When you get it, you take it out, put it in the sunlight, or you put it in your microwave or something like that, and then it folds into a rose or a dog.
There's no limit to what you can make of it.
Johnny, what can you make out of this?
This? Well, I could make a cap, or a brooch, or pterodactyl.
The Osgood File. Transcripts, podcasts, and MP3s of these programs can be found at theosgoodfile.com. This is Charles Osgood on the CBS Radio Network.
Banking these days can be pretty impersonal. You've got your big banks, your internet banks, your do-it-yourself banks, and your too-big-to-fail banks. That's why you might be interested in an alternative, Willamette Community Bank. I'm Dave Wood, President and CEO of Willamette Community Bank. We believe you deserve better service without sacrificing a thing. So if you're feeling underserved, make the switch to the best banking option out there. Willamette Community Bank, service like no other, we promise. Member FDIC.
In the nation, we can't make traffic jams or love handles disappear, but we can eliminate deductibles. You'll get $100 off for every year of safe driving when you add Vanishing Deductible from Nationwide Insurance. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Call 1-877-NATIONWIDE today.
Nationwide is on your side.
Optional feature subject to eligibility, underwriting guidelines, review, and approval. Max credit $500. Details and availability vary by state. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
When I heard Wells Fargo was giving their customers a free credit score, I figured I'd stop in.
It's part of our limited time promotion. We'll give you a personal access code so you can obtain a free credit score and complimentary credit report. We can also talk about your credit score and how it impacts you.
Good to know.
Stop into Wells Fargo from now until November 15, 2012, and ask a banker about how to get your personal access code to obtain a free credit score and complimentary credit report. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. Wells Fargo Bank N.A. See a banker for specific promotion details.
Home improvement will never be the same once you've heard The Money Pit. Saturday mornings on Smart Talk 1580.
Welcome back to Real Estate Talk. I'm Dave Pautsch of RE/MAX Integrity. We're here today with Kathy Hutchinson, who is the chairman of the board of directors for Furniture Share. And in our previous segment, we were talking a little bit about the background of Furniture Share and some of the programs you do. We talked about beds for kids, and we talked about the Feeding the Family.
Feeding the Future.
Feeding the Future. So tell us a little bit about some of the other programs.
Well, one of the other things that we do is, as I said, is the to help the environment and reduce our carbon footprint. And so if you start looking at statistics, a disposable diaper in the landfill takes between 500 and 1,000 years to disintegrate. That's a long time. Now, we don't save diapers, but it's just an illustration. If you look at something like a couch would probably be 100 years or so, just a wooden block, and think of how much wood is in a couch. A wooden block is 10 to 20 years to decompose in a landfill. So we do make a huge difference in that way. Think of a washing machine or something. How many years that might take when an aluminum can takes about 200 years. Wow. So, I mean, those kind of visuals really make you think about what you're doing and what you're getting rid of. So when we have those items and can give them to families, or if they're not appropriate for our families for some reason, we do a sale about every quarter and sell things that we can't give to our families for one reason or another, and that contributes to our operating expenses and still keeps the things out of the landfill. Right. So we're fulfilling that part of our mission.
Well, that's excellent.
If you just to give people just a little visual, if you were to, what we do in 1 year, what we divert from a land year at Furniture Share in 1 year is, now we're both in our Beaver gear and football fans, so I'm going to use a football visual.
Sorry,
okay?
I will tell you, KGAL is the official home of the Oregon Ducks, but they allow me as a Beaver fan to be here.
And we have our orange and black on, so we're making a statement today. So if you look at Reser Stadium, 2 feet deep, completely full of household items, waste, furniture, whatever you want to give away or sell or put in the landfill. That's how much we divert from the landfill every single year.
Wow.
And that's a huge number. It's 321 point something tons every year.
That's an incredible number.
It is. We're pretty proud of that. We are very proud of those stats because it does a lot. It makes a huge difference in a lot of ways. Another program that we have that I'm pretty proud of, because I, as a business person, I think that it's important to train people and have people ready to go to work, is our Jobs Plus program. We work with the state, and when we do that, we partner with them, and they send us employees who are potential employees who, for whatever reasons, are out of work. Maybe they don't have the skills they need, they've come on hard times, or whatever that might be. And we partner with the state. The state pays the bulk of their salary. We pay a smaller portion of their salary plus the taxes. And then we get to keep them for about 6 months with that fashion of pay.
Right.
At the end of that time, sometimes we can renew it, sometimes we can't. But over the years, we've hired 6 or 7 people that way. And we have permanently hired a couple of them over that time. And one of the things that I'm most proud of is that some of those people have gone on to full-time family wage jobs with benefits. We have one young man who he's a family guy. He worked for us for quite a long time. We hired him permanently for a while but couldn't give him full time after his Jobs Plus program ran out. And now he is working for a moving company, 40 hours a week, family wage with benefits.
So the type of work that they do is basically working, moving the furniture, helping load the trucks, that type of thing?
Well,
or
that's
other
one
jobs
aspect.
as well?
We need clerical support. We need people that understand social media. We need people that want to learn to grant write and work on events. So we have a young woman who, again, a young family mom, single, left our organization. We could only give her part-time, but she is now working at the hospital full-time with benefits, family living wage. And so that helps the economy. Not only is somebody off of any government systems, but they're actually spending money and contributing to businesses and buying homes.
Now, do you receive any kind of grant money, outside funds that come in from multiple sources that
We do. We couldn't operate without grant money. I have to tell you, Michelle, our executive director, is a whiz at grant writing and soliciting funds, but we get grants from community development block grants from the city of Corvallis, and then we get some money from the city's social services grant. We have just jumped through our first hurdle with Lynn County United Way. There is a pre-application process. We've passed that. We've been moved on now to submit a full application. We've been waiting to be able to join Lynn County United Way since we started serving here.
Well, I see Greg Rowe at Rotary on Mondays. I can twist his arm if you need me to. I don't know how effective I'll be, but I'll certainly try.
Hey, everything helps with us. Hull Family Foundation donates money to us. We've had money from Meyer Memorial. Many small grantors have given us money, and then we have a lot of individual donors who donate $10, $15, $20, $1,000, $5,000 at a time, and every penny helps.
So when we look to the community, there's got to be a lot of different ways that the community can help your organization and help you achieve your mission. Obviously, one of them would be financial donations.
Of course. We will never turn money away. But so the things that we need from the community are manpower. We need our volunteers. It's a big job to move things around the warehouse and sort everything out. We also have our rummage sales that we do, as I said, quarterly. In fact, tomorrow, if people are free between 9 and 6, we are having one tomorrow. It is on the corner of Highway 99 and Lilly Avenue at the Birch Moving and Storage. They're very generous to us at Birch, and they allow us to use their warehouse space and their parking lot for our sales. A lot of good items that you can pick up there. And for other real estate brokers that might be listening, it's a great way to pick up items for staging a home.
Oh,
if you're getting ready to sell your house, that a little lamp or a basket or a coffee table or something. Great way to pick up that stuff at a good cost. Some of the items that we need donated to us are, of course, mattresses and box springs with frames. And what we do is they have to be in good condition. They can't have stains or tears or anything else. And then we have essentially a sterilization box that they all stay in for a period of time so that there's no issues with any germs or bugs or anything like that. We're very cognizant of making sure that everybody is safe and things are healthy when we donate them. And then we need dressers. Dressers are in huge demand. Families seem to just need dressers for their kids. And when you come to our furniture sale, what you might see is some dressers for sale. And those are usually the bigger, bulkier dressers that don't really fit into the homes that our families typically have. And so then we can sell those, keep them out of the landfill, and then go back to our bottom line with that. We need kitchen tables and chairs badly because we've got our Feeding the Future program, and we think that's so important. Couches, toddler beds and bunk beds are in high demand. We also take nightstands, cookware, microwaves, pillows, sheets, blankets, towels, all of that, and we make sure everything's clean before it goes out.
And it's got to be in good condition. I mean, you don't want people giving you junk, essentially.
You know, it does have to be in good condition, and I think that if we have, and Michelle probably would never mention this, but if we have one complaint, it's that when we're not at one of our sites, people will drop stuff off that's really not usable, and then we have to find a way to dispose of it, which is an expense to us.
Right. But you don't have any kind of a refurbishment, like if somebody gave you maybe a couch that needed like a pillow reupholstered or something like that, do you have the ability to do something on a smaller scale? Or
if it is real easy, we may have a volunteer that can fix that. We have a volunteer that can fix like broken legs on a table if it's not too bad, and things like that. We don't have any seamstress, upholstery type people volunteering for us right now.
But if you're a seamstress or an upholstery type, you may want to volunteer.
You may. With Habitat for Humanity gives us some space, lets us use their tools, and then we can make minor repairs on furniture. And then in turn, when people donate to us as part of maybe they're cleaning up from a yard sale of their own or just getting rid of things, if they give us tools, then we give those to Habitat for their projects.
So let's move into, and we've got about 5 minutes or 7 minutes left. I really want to talk about what the people who need to take advantage of this, who may be hearing about this program for the first time, who go, this would be a help to my family. How do they get in touch with you? How do they get referred to you? How does that work?
Well, if somebody has a caseworker through DHS, through CSC, or anything like that, they speak to their caseworker and will get a referral. If you have a relationship with any nonprofit that provides service to low-income families, they can also refer to us. And then you can call us directly, and we may ask for some sort of income verification because we want to make sure that the families that need our services are getting served. Let me give you our phone number. It's 541-738-0478, and you can go to our website also and find out a little bit more about us at www.furnitureshare.org. The families then have a couple different ways of receiving their furniture from us. About 2 years ago, partnered with the community center, or the River Center in Lebanon, and they have been very gracious. They allow us to store items in there so that we can serve Lebanon and Sweet Home. And we have to pay a staff person, but our space there is free. And so every Wednesday, if you want to drop off furniture between 10 and 3, I believe is our time, you can. And then on that same day, we have pickups for people in the community that want to get furniture of some sort. Now, the pickups have to be scheduled. We specifically find the items and have them waiting for a family. So if you want to pick something up, you can't just drop in. In the Albany, Corvallis, Philomath area, we actually have a delivery truck that was donated to us, well, we had one donated by Blackledge Furniture, and then a few years later that one gave out. And so we were able to purchase one at a nice discount. And so we can deliver some. And if you're in the Corvallis, Albany area and want to come to our business on a Friday, scheduled on a Friday, you can pick up furniture at that time too.
So are there any specific criteria? You talked about there is a screening process. Can you kind of describe a little bit of that for us?
You have to be designated as low income by the state standards, and they change a little bit frequently, so I don't have that number with me, but people who are in need of those services or accessing them may know, and if not, we can help with that. And we can help you determine what your eligibility is. And if you're a low-income person and maybe you're just over the threshold of qualification, certainly you can come to one of our sales and talk to our staff and maybe negotiate a little bit better price.
And now and I think the most important thing to me, and really one of the reasons why I wanted you to be here today, Kathy, was to talk about how people can help. Because I think, yes, we've had a difficult economy for quite a few years now, but I think there are people out there who are still in a position to be able to recognize a need and have the capacity to participate and to help fill that need. And I know we have people, I have buyers and sellers all the time who are moving and looking to get rid of individual pieces of furniture. They're buying new furniture. This is a great use of it. Talk about what you need and what people can do to help you.
Well, I think that you just hit it on the head. Those good used items, we do need those desperately, but another huge chunk of our budget and our income comes from our special events. We have 2 major special events this year, and they are one in Albany, because we try to do one large event in each county. It's Grapes and Grains, and that is out at the fairgrounds. We have brewers and wineries and food, and it's just a really fun event. People pay, but it takes a lot of manpower to set something up like that. So we need people who maybe like to do event coordination and that kind of thing to volunteer. So it would be a one-shot project. No, you don't have to make a commitment to be at our office every week or even every month. You just have to work on that one event.
When's the next Grapes and Grains?
Well, we have not set the date yet, but we believe it is going to be in late spring. We're still looking for a few more committee members, and then we're going to be talking with the Lynn County Fairgrounds to get our date finalized, but we're thinking late April, early May. We want to get it in and done before everybody's off for their summer vacations or all of the end of the year school stuff gets so busy. Our other big event, and this is, I think in this coming year will be our 4th year, is the annual Texas Style Barbecue in Hoedown. And that is out at a winery in Albany, or excuse me, a winery in Corvallis. And we have volunteers come in. We buy the food, and I think it's Bomax Barbecue, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh, good stuff.
Comes out and does all the catering and the work for us. And then we have a live band. We have live auction and silent auction, and it's just a great event. We have, I think this last year we had 300 or more people, which is a really good capacity for the event. It made it a great time. And we had, I think we raised about $12,000 at that event, and that goes a long ways for our organization because, as I said in the beginning, we're on a really tight budget with a small staff.
Well, folks, if you are inspired to help out, if this show has inspired you at all to step forward, you can make financial donations. You can make donations of lightly used furniture. You can help participate in Grapes and Grains. You can help participate in what was the name of it again? The Texas Barbecue and Hoedown.
And Hoedown, yeah.
Which sounds like a fun event.
And looking at my notes, I hate to interrupt you, but I think I may have given you the wrong number, so I want to make sure I give the right phone number out.
Okay, well, let's get the phone number and the website and the contact names out there again.
Okay. So at our office, if you call 541-754-9511, you can talk to Michelle or Vanessa.
One more time on the number.
541-754-9511. Website is www.furnitureshare.org.
Okay, and that's .org, folks, not .com.
Yes.
Or you can just Google Furniture Share Benton County, and it comes up because I did that myself in order to do a little bit of research today. Kathy, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to come over here, wearing your beaver gear, which I think is exceptional. I have my jacket on too, and sharing about Furniture Share. And I hope we generate some volunteers and some funds through this. And again, thank you so much for taking the time to come over and share with us.
All right. Thank you for having us.
Okay, folks, we're going to take our last break. We come back. It'll be time for today's real estate market update. This is Real Estate Talk on KGAL.
October 13th and 14th, it's the Mid-Valley's 9th annual Greek Food Fest. Greek food, Greek music, Greek food, Greek dancing, and Greek food. Wine and spirits, music and crafts. Complete dinners for only $13, $10 for seniors, $8 per child, or just graze for appetizers and desserts. All proceeds help pay for the renovation and maintenance of the historic Lewisburg Grange Hall. Save the date, October 13th and 14th, and follow the music, food, and fun to the Lewisburg Grange Hall for the 9th annual Greek Food Fest.
Speedway has only one more race in this highly successful, amazing 2012 season in the newly remodeled stadium. This Saturday, it's the Fall Classic, USRA Modifieds, PHRA Dwarf Cars, and USAC Ford Midgets. Log on to TrophyMotorsports.com or like them on Facebook. The Willamette Speedway has only one more race in this highly successful, amazing 2012 season in the newly remodeled stadium. This Saturday, it's the Fall Classic, Willamette Speedway, the greatest show on dirt and the fastest way to family fun. Be there.
Lapdogs, yes men. Congress is full of people who blindly follow the party line and cave easily to special interests. You'd never confuse Peter DeFazio for one of those guys. Peter DeFazio has never been afraid to go against the flow or make some waves when he believes in something. That's why Peter stood up to leaders in both parties, leading the fight against the $700 billion Wall Street bailout. But this is nothing new. Peter has been fighting to crack down on Wall Street's reckless behavior for years. Peter supported the Wall Street Reform Act, but he's pushed for even stronger protections to safeguard the American people from ever bailing out Wall Street again. And to lower gas prices, Peter has fought big oil and gas speculators who care more about profits than people. Whether it's standing up to powerful Wall Street banks or greedy big oil executives, Peter DeFazio will take on anyone who threatens Oregon families.
I'm Peter DeFazio, candidate for Congress, and I approve this message.
Paid for by DeFazio for Congress.
The Rotary Club of Lebanon is asking you to register to walk for the Lebanon Rotary Race for Literacy. It's on Saturday, October 13th. Kids 1 mile run walk and adult 3 mile walk, both held on Lebanon's high school's new track. And sign up for the 5K and 10K runs. Sign up by October 8th to receive a custom race t-shirt. Register online now at signmeup.com. Race day registration has an additional $5 fee. For more information, log on to LebanonPool.org. All proceeds benefit the Lebanon Community Schools Gift of Literacy program. Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market has bargain prices. Save on $1 million cookware liquidation from $14.99 to $29.99. You save up to $25. Totino's Triple Meat Pizza Rolls, assorted varieties, just $4.99. And MJB Morning 33-ounce roast coffee, just $6.99. You save $1 with a coupon from your circular. Hurry, specials good while supplies last. Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Across from the Heritage Mall with bargains on the brands you trust.
Science and Common Sense. Dr. Bill Wattenberg will surprise you Sunday nights live on Smart Talk 1580.
Welcome back to Real Estate Talk. I'm Dave Pautsch of RE/MAX Integrity. One thing I got to catch up on, Dave Adams just walked in the studio and reminded me we are still doing Taste on Us. So if you want a $10 coupon for Quiznos here in Albany, get on your email right now. Email dave@kgal.com and put in the line Taste on Us Quiznos. And if you're the first one, you'll get a $10 gift certificate to the Albany Quiznos. But it is time now for the real estate market update. We'll begin in Corvallis, where inventory is down 3 from our previous report. Today, 153 active residential listings. The average asking price is $357,234. 160 homes have sold in the past 90 days. Now, that is down 10 from the last update. There is currently 2.87 months of inventory. But I want you to notice, folks, that is the third week in a row that there have been more houses sold in Corvallis in the past 90 days than are currently on the market. It is a screaming market in Corvallis right now. The median sold price over the past 90 days is up slightly today at $261,250, averaging $152.30 per square foot. On average, homes are spending 109 days on the market from listing to close of sale. In Lebanon, 76 homes are available for sale. That is down 4 from the last update. Let me interject here. Always remember, this is reflecting the end of the month, beginning of the month statistics. So you tend to see inventory flexing quite a bit because A lot of people, their listings expire at the end of the month, and it may take a couple of days for them to get relisted or back onto the market. Also, a lot of homes tend to close sale in the last week of the month and not as many in the first part of the month. So it does affect the statistics, the time of the month, just a little bit, and do pay attention to that. Again, the median asking price in Lebanon is up today at $150,000. Over the past 90 days, 49 homes have sold. That's down 2 from last week. And the median sold price is steady today at $118,000. At $89.16 per square foot, homes are spending an average of 129 days on the market from listing to close, and there is 4.65 months of inventory available today. Finally, to Albany, where inventory is down 18. And again, that is the flex from the number of homes that expired here at the end of the month. 271 active residential listings. The average asking price is up slightly at $194,371. 168 homes have sold over the past 90 days. That is down 5 from the last report. And again, I want to compare, again, if you remember in Corvallis, more homes by a handful sold in the past 90 days than are currently on the market. In Albany, 271 active, 168 sold. So that's pretty typical. That is actually a fairly typical spread, and that just goes to show how dramatically fast the Corvallis market is right now. The median sale price in Albany is up just a hair today at $162,450. Homes are spending an average of 129 days on the market from listing to close, and the average dollar per square foot value is up just slightly at $108.26. Albany has 4.84 months of inventory available today. So looking at that across the context of the Mid-Valley, all of our markets are well under 6 months of inventory. All of our markets are statistically in a seller-leaning market. Prices are still flat. And we've talked about this in the past. Mostly because it takes a while for prices to come up. It takes a while for the actual psychology of the market to catch up with the statistics. And it also takes a while for the appraised values to come in line with the market trajectory. And all of those things right now are working to keep prices fairly flat. But do anticipate that even when appreciation does start to kick in, even when we get back to seeing a rising market, we are never going to see the 6, well, I won't say never, but in the near term, we are not going to see the 6, 7, 8% appreciation. Look for a historic, traditional 2.5% to 3% appreciation, and I would expect that that's going to start somewhere in the spring of 2013, assuming that things continue along the same track and the economy does shift a little bit more solidly into that economic recovery mode. And that's the market update for this 4th day of October 2012. If you're thinking about buying a home, Willamette Neighborhood Housing Services does a great job making sure buyers are educated about what they're going to face. You need the resources to help you make good decisions, and Willamette Neighborhood Housing does provide an exceptional resource to help you start that process. www.w-nhs.org. Take the class. It's worth it. And again, if you're a Real Estate Talk listener and you want to take that class, as long as you're not working with another agent, sign up, take the class, email me here at realestatetalk@kgal.com. Let me know the dates you've signed up for, and I will pay the course tuition for you. One reminder, this Sunday from 1 to 3, open house in Brownsville. That'll be hosted by Bill Roshko, who's a team member on the foundation team here in the Foundation Team Oregon at RE/MAX Integrity. The address of that open house is 35588 Oakview Drive in Brownsville. Beautiful house, 2,800 square feet. List price is $409,000. 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, large master on the main floor. It's absolutely a gorgeous property, just under 5 acres. Come down, take a look. See Bill on Sunday, 1 to 3. I'm Dave Pautsch of RE/MAX Integrity. This is Real Estate Talk, and we're here every week just for you.
Your first choice in local news, sports, and smart talk. This is News Talk 1580 KGAL, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.